the agreement does not explicitly extend Pakistan's nuclear umbrella to Saudi Arabia. However, it creates sufficient ambiguity to allow for multiple interpretations. So, official position of Pakistan is that nuclear weapons are not on the radar, and the pact focuses on the conventional defense cooperation only. But practically, if you see, the contradictory statements which are being made create deliberate ambiguity from both sides, suggesting that there is a possible open interpretation for nuclear cooperation. So, in this, I think the kingdom benefits from this perception of nuclear protection without formal nuclear commitments from Pakistan. So, the reality, I think, is both countries would benefit from strategic ambiguity. Saudi Arabia gains implied security deterrence benefits, while Pakistan avoids explicit nuclear commitments that would potentially violate non-proliferation norms and also complicate its India-centric doctrine. So, if you have been, seeing the defense minister of Pakistan, Khwaja Asif, has been making contradictory statements. So, when he made two different statements on September 19 within a span of few hours. First, when initial statement to GOTV, he said that the nuclear facilities will be available to the kingdom, but within hours he said that it is not on the radar. So I think both countries are following a very carefully calibrated approach that provides deterrence benefits through ambiguity rather than explicit nuclear guarantees.
Does this put Pakistan on the Israeli hit list, because we have some kind of a commitment from the Pakistanis to the Saudis?
Yeah, I think this is a challenge which the Pakistanis will face, because the agreement does create risks for Pakistan regarding potential Israeli actions. The Pakistan's threat level on Israel's priority will likely increase significantly following this. Particularly, the nuclear dimension, as I mentioned before, is a matter of great concern for Israel, as the pact effectively brings nuclear deterrence into the Middle East security equation in a new way. So while Pakistan maintains that its nuclear doctrine is India specific, the explicit extension of the nuclear capabilities to Saudi Arabia under this mutual defense agreement creates unprecedented complications for Israel's strategic planning. Moreover, I think again, if you have been following, the Pakistani officials, particularly the defense minister, had criticized Israel also very recently after the agreement was signed on its own nuclear weapons program. And some of these officials have been actually making hostile statements towards Israel. So I wonder whether Pakistan is consciously accepting increased Israeli hostility at the cost of the Saudi partnership.